Your loyalty is your greatest weakness. You trust completely, give endlessly, defend blindly, and traitors exploit your devotion systematically. While you're being loyal, they're calculating how to use your trust against you. While you're defending them in their absence, they're betraying you in yours. While you're giving everything, they're taking everything and preparing their exit. Your loyalty isn't virtue. It's exploitable vulnerability that guarantees you'll be betrayed repeatedly until you learn ruthless strategic loyalty that makes betrayal impossible. Right now, someone you're loyal to is calculating whether betraying you serves their interests. They're not evil. They're rational actors who've noticed your loyalty is unconditional, which means it costs them nothing while delivering everything. Unconditional loyalty is invitation to exploitation. Strategic loyalty, earned carefully, tested continuously, withdrawn ruthlessly when violated, is protection. Today, you learn ruthless strategic loyalty that transforms your greatest weakness into invincible strength. Strategic loyalty is not cynicism. It's intelligent trust allocation. Understanding how loyalty is weaponized allows you to be authentically devoted to deserving people while protecting against exploitation. This isn't about becoming cold or incapable of deep bonds. This is about ensuring your loyalty flows to those who've earned it through reciprocal action, not to those who exploit it through manipulation. You can love deeply and strategically simultaneously. In fact, you must, or your capacity for loyalty becomes weapon others use to destroy you. I am Niccolo Machiavelli. In Chapter 17 of The Prince, I warned about mercenary loyalty, soldiers loyal only to payment, who abandon you the moment better offer appears. In Chapter 12, I wrote extensively about why purchased loyalty fails. Mercenaries are disunited, thirsty for power, undisciplined and disloyal. They are brave among their friends and cowards before the enemy. This applies beyond military context. Any loyalty based on convenience rather than earned mutual commitment is mercenary loyalty. Temporary alliance waiting to expire when better option emerges. Game theory's prisoner's dilemma demonstrates mathematically why unconditional loyalty fails in competitive environments. When one party always cooperates, unconditional loyalty, while the other can choose to cooperate or defect, the rational strategy for the second party is defection, taking advantage of guaranteed cooperation while giving nothing in return. Only tit-for-tat strategy, reciprocal loyalty with immediate withdrawal when violated, creates stable cooperation. Your unconditional loyalty creates prisoner's dilemma, where betraying you is rational strategy. Modern betrayal psychology research confirms what I observed 500 years ago. People betray when benefits of betrayal exceed costs. Your unconditional loyalty eliminates costs of betraying you. You'll forgive, you'll understand, you'll give another chance. This makes betrayal strategically optimal for them. Strategic loyalty creates costs. Betray once, loyalty ends permanently. This makes maintaining loyalty strategically optimal. Now, I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. My loyalty is earned strategically, never given blindly. 1. Earned loyalty versus default loyalty. The first principle is earned loyalty versus default loyalty. Understanding that loyalty must be earned through demonstrated reciprocal action, not given by default based on relationship labels. You don't owe loyalty to family, friends, partners, or colleagues simply because of titles. Loyalty is earned through behavior, not inherited through labels. Think about your current loyalties. How many are default, given because someone is labeled friend, family, partner? Default loyalty assumes the label earns devotion. Earned loyalty requires demonstrated reciprocal commitment before devotion is extended. Default loyalty gets exploited because it costs the recipient nothing. Earned loyalty protects you because it's granted only after proof. Here's the distinction. Default loyalty. Someone becomes your friend. You're immediately loyal, defending them, supporting them, trusting them fully. They've done nothing to earn this beyond accepting the friendship label. Earned loyalty. Someone wants your friendship. You engage cautiously. Over time, through consistent reciprocal action, they earn increasing loyalty. Each level of devotion is unlocked through demonstrated reciprocity. When you give default loyalty, you're making yourself exploitable to anyone who can secure a relationship label with you. They get full loyalty benefits without earning them. When you require earned loyalty, you protect yourself. Only people who demonstrate reciprocal commitment through sustained action receive your devotion. The practice is treating new relationships as provisional until loyalty is earned through observable patterns. Someone claims friendship. They get friendly engagement, not deep loyalty. Someone claims love. They get romantic interest, not unconditional commitment. Someone claims partnership. They get professional collaboration, not blind trust. Each relationship level is unlocked through sustained demonstration of reciprocal loyalty. Most people give loyalty by default because withdrawing it feels cold or suspicious. This emotional discomfort makes them exploitable. Strategically loyal people understand that withholding loyalty until earned isn't coldness, it's protection. Your loyalty is valuable resource that should be invested only in people who've proven they won't waste or betray it. I want you to drop this affirmation. Loyalty is earned through action, not inherited through labels. 2. Reciprocity testing. Before total commitment, the second principle is reciprocity testing. Deliberately testing whether someone reciprocates loyalty before extending total commitment. You provide small loyalty tests, minor favors, confidential information, vulnerable moments, and observe whether they reciprocate or exploit. Their response reveals whether they deserve deeper loyalty. Think about how you typically build trust. Do you trust completely from the start, hoping they'll reciprocate? Or do you test incrementally, extending deeper trust only when previous levels were honored? Most people trust completely, then feel betrayed when trust is violated. Strategic people test continuously, extending trust only as reciprocity is proven. Here's reciprocity testing. You share slightly vulnerable information, nothing critical. Do they protect it or spread it? You ask small favor. Do they help enthusiastically or reluctantly? You're absent. Do they defend you or join criticism? Each test reveals whether they're reciprocally loyal or opportunistically exploitative. Pass multiple tests. Unlock deeper loyalty. Fail tests. Maintain distance. When you skip testing and extend total commitment immediately, you're gambling your loyalty on untested assumptions. When you test systematically before committing deeply, you're making informed decision based on observed behavior. Testing eliminates surprises. You know who deserves loyalty because you've seen them demonstrate it repeatedly in small moments. The key is making tests genuine but not critical. Don't test with information that could destroy you if betrayed. That's not testing, that's gambling. Test with progressively important matters, observing consistency across multiple trials. Statistical reliability requires multiple observations, not single test. Game theory prisoner's dilemma teaches the tit-for-tat strategy. Cooperate initially, then mirror opponent's previous move, is most effective for building stable cooperation. Reciprocity testing is applied tit-for-tat. Extend small loyalty, observe response, match their level in next interaction. This builds mutual loyalty with those who reciprocate while protecting against those who don't. I want you to drop this affirmation. I test reciprocity continuously before committing fully. 3. Strategic information. Compartmentalization. The third principle is strategic information compartmentalization. Never giving anyone complete information about your vulnerabilities, plans, or resources. You compartmentalize information so that even if someone betrays you, they can damage only the information segment you shared with them, never your complete strategic position. Think about what people in your life know about you. Do some know everything? If they betrayed you, could they destroy you completely? Information compartmentalization means no single person holds all your vulnerabilities. Each relationship accesses different information segments. Betrayal by any one person damages specific area, but never total position. Here's compartmentalization. Friend A knows about your career vulnerabilities. Friend B knows about your relationship struggles. Friend C knows about your financial situation. No single friend knows all three. If anyone betrays you, they can exploit only their segment, never your complete vulnerability landscape. This limits betrayal damage automatically. When you share everything with someone, you're creating single point of failure. Their betrayal destroys you completely. When you compartmentalize information, you create redundancy. Multiple people can betray without any single betrayal being catastrophic. This isn't cynicism. It's architecture of resilience. The practice is mapping your vulnerabilities and strategic information, then distributing them across relationships so no one person holds critical mass. Your deepest fears, your financial details, your career strategies, your relationship challenges, each exists in different trust segment. People earn access to more segments through sustained reciprocal loyalty, but no one, not even closest relationships, gets complete access until extraordinary loyalty has been demonstrated for years. Most people overshare to create intimacy. Believing vulnerability builds trust. Sometimes it does. Often it creates exploitation opportunity disguised as intimacy. Strategic people build trust through reciprocal vulnerability. I share segment A, you share segment B. We both protect each other's information. Mutual vulnerability with compartmentalization. I want you to drop this affirmation. I compartmentalize strategically. No one holds complete vulnerability map. 4. Loyalty withdrawal. When not reciprocated, the fourth principle is loyalty withdrawal. Immediately and permanently withdrawing loyalty when it's not reciprocated. Not second chances. Not understanding their circumstances. Not forgiveness hoping they'll change. Immediate permanent withdrawal, the first time non-reciprocity is demonstrated clearly. Think about times you've been loyal to people who weren't loyal back. Did you give second chances? Did you make excuses for their behavior? Did you hope they'd eventually reciprocate? Each second chance taught them your loyalty is unconditional, making continued exploitation optimal strategy for them. Here's loyalty withdrawal. You've been loyal to someone, defending them, supporting them, being available. You test reciprocity. When you need them, they're unavailable or unhelpful. When you're absent, they don't defend you. One clear demonstration of non-reciprocity triggers immediate permanent withdrawal. No confrontation, no explanation, no second chance. Your loyalty level decreases permanently to match theirs. They're now acquaintance, not friend. Colleague, not ally. When you maintain loyalty despite non-reciprocity, you're teaching them that exploiting your loyalty has no consequences. When you withdraw immediately upon first clear violation, you're teaching everyone that your loyalty is conditional on reciprocity. This makes maintaining your loyalty strategically valuable to others. The key word is clear. Don't withdraw over ambiguous situations or miscommunications. But when someone demonstrates unambiguous non-reciprocity, refuses to help when they could, fails to defend you when they should, exploits vulnerability you shared, withdrawal is immediate and permanent. No rehabilitation, no earning it back. Done. This feels harsh emotionally. Strategically, it's optimal. Relationships where loyalty is one-directional are exploitative. You're donating resources to someone taking advantage. Withdrawal stops the exploitation and signals to everyone that your loyalty has teeth. Maintain reciprocity or lose access. I want you to drop this affirmation. I withdraw loyalty immediately when non-reciprocity is clear. 5. Body language of tested loyalty. Who defends you absent? The fifth principle is reading loyalty through defense in absence. Understanding that true loyalty is revealed not by how someone treats you present, but by how they speak about you absent. Anyone can perform loyalty to your face. Real loyalty is defending you when you're not there to see it. Think about discovering how people talk about you when you're absent. Shocking, isn't it? People who seem loyal present often criticize or fail to defend absent. This reveals their actual loyalty level, performance versus authentic. Strategic loyalty assessment requires learning how people represent you when you can't observe directly. Here's the test. You have mutual friends with someone you're considering deepening loyalty toward. Those mutual friends will eventually tell you, directly or indirectly, how that person speaks about you absent. Do they defend you against criticism? Do they highlight your strengths? Or do they participate in criticism, stay silent when you're attacked, or subtly undermine you? Their behavior absent reveals actual loyalty, not performed loyalty. When someone is loyal present but doesn't defend absent, they're performing loyalty for direct benefits, while their actual loyalty is conditional or non-existent. When someone defends you absent, which you discover through third parties, they're authentically loyal. Defending you costs them social capital with critics, but they do it anyway because loyalty is genuine. The strategic application. Before deepening loyalty, discover through network intelligence how person speaks about you absent. If they defend you, reciprocate with deeper loyalty. If they don't defend or actively undermine, maintain distance regardless of how loyal they seem present. Actual loyalty is revealed in absence, not presence. Body language signals during conversations about others also reveal loyalty patterns. When someone talks about absent third parties, notice, do they defend absent people or participate in criticism? This predicts how they'll treat you when absent. People who habitually criticize absent third parties will criticize you absent too. People who habitually defend absent third parties will defend you absent. I want you to drop this affirmation. I assess loyalty by defense in absence, not performance present. 6. Small betrayals as early warning system. The 6th principle is treating small betrayals as early warning system, understanding that minor betrayals predict major ones. When someone betrays you in small ways, they're testing whether you'll tolerate betrayal. Your tolerance of small betrayals guarantees future major ones. Think about betrayals you've experienced. Were there earlier, smaller betrayals you dismissed or forgave? It's just small thing. They didn't mean it. Everyone makes mistakes. Those small betrayals were reconnaissance, testing your boundaries and tolerance. Your forgiveness taught them that betrayal is tolerated. The major betrayal was predictable outcome. Here's the pattern. Someone shares something you told them confidentially. Small betrayal. You forgive because it wasn't that important. They've learned your boundaries are soft. Later, they share something critical. Major betrayal. You're shocked. You shouldn't be. They tested you with small betrayal. You tolerated it. They escalated as logic dictates. When you dismiss small betrayals, you're giving permission for larger ones. When you respond to small betrayals with immediate loyalty withdrawal, you're preventing major ones. Small betrayals are gift. They reveal character before consequences are catastrophic. Use them as filter, not forgive them as mistakes. The practice is zero tolerance for small betrayals. They break confidence about minor matter. Loyalty withdraws permanently. They fail to defend you in small situation. Loyalty level reduces immediately. They take credit for small contribution you made. Alliance ends. These aren't overreactions. They're prevention. Small betrayals predict large ones with statistical reliability. Most people believe in giving benefit of the doubt and second chances. This generosity gets exploited systematically. Strategic people treat small betrayals as early detection system. The person just showed you who they are in low-stakes situation. Believe them. Withdraw before high-stakes betrayal occurs. I want you to drop this affirmation. Small betrayals trigger immediate withdrawal. I prevent major ones. 7. Conditional loyalty mastery. Values above people. The 7th principle is conditional loyalty. Understanding that your deepest loyalty is to your values, not to any person. People who violate your core values lose your loyalty regardless of history or relationship depth. This makes you impossible to manipulate through relationship leverage because your ultimate loyalty transcends any individual. Think about your loyalties hierarchy. Are people at the top? If so, you're vulnerable. Anyone who secures your personal loyalty can make you violate your values. When values are highest loyalty, people maintain your loyalty only while aligned with your values. They violate your values. Loyalty ends regardless of personal bond. Here's conditional loyalty. You have close friend for years. They ask you to lie for them in way that violates your integrity. Personal loyalty says help your friend. Value-based loyalty says, my integrity is my highest loyalty. I won't violate it even for you. If you need someone to compromise integrity for you, our friendship is incompatible with my values. Friendship ends if they insist. Your values survived intact. When people are your highest loyalty, you can be manipulated through relationship leverage. If you really cared about me, you'd do this. When values are highest loyalty, manipulation fails. Because I care about my values, I won't do this even for you. This inversion makes you impossible to manipulate through relationship pressure. The practice is defining your core values explicitly, making them your highest loyalty, and communicating clearly. I'm deeply loyal to people aligned with my values. Anyone asking me to violate my values is asking me to end our relationship. This clarity filters people. Those aligned with your values stay and deepen. Those who need you to violate values filter themselves out early. Machiavelli understood that princes loyal primarily to other people rather than state principles became vulnerable to manipulation and betrayal. Modern application: loyalty hierarchy must be values first, people second. This doesn't make you less loyal. It makes you loyal to right things and right people, those aligned with your values. I want you to drop this affirmation. My highest loyalty is to my values. People second. You are no longer someone betrayed repeatedly because your loyalty was exploitable. You're not someone who gives trust blindly and calls it virtue. You're not someone whose devotion can be manipulated through relationship labels or emotional pressure. You're not someone who tolerates small betrayals, hoping they won't escalate. You're not someone whose loyalty to people exceeds loyalty to principles. You are someone whose loyalty is strategic fortress, earned carefully through demonstrated reciprocity, tested continuously through small trials, compartmentalized protectively, so no betrayal is catastrophic, withdrawn immediately when non-reciprocity appears, assessed through defense in absence not performance present, filtered through small betrayal detection, and ultimately subordinated to values rather than people. Your loyalty is no longer weakness. It's carefully deployed strategic asset. You love deeply, but only those who've earned it. You trust completely, but only after sustained testing. You commit fully, but only to those who've proven reciprocity. And you withdraw ruthlessly from anyone who fails any of these tests, making betrayal impossible because you exit before it can occur or limit its damage through compartmentalization. This transformation doesn't make you cold. It makes you safe. You can now offer deep, authentic loyalty to deserving people without fear of exploitation, because you've filtered relationships through strategic tests. The people who remain have earned your devotion through sustained reciprocal action. They won't betray you because betraying someone with strategic loyalty costs them more than maintaining loyalty benefits them. Game theory proves that tit-for-tat strategy, reciprocal cooperation with immediate defection when betrayed, creates stable cooperation. You've become living implementation of optimal game theory strategy. Cooperate deeply with cooperators. Defect immediately from defectors. This makes you optimal partner for authentic loyalty, while impossible to exploit for those seeking to abuse trust. Drop this affirmation in the comments right now. My loyalty is earned, not assumed. I trust strategically. I'm impossible to betray twice. Subscribe to this channel because we're teaching loyalty as strategic capability, not naive vulnerability. Like this video if you're ready to stop being betrayed and start being strategically loyal only to those who've earned it. Share it with someone who needs to understand their loyalty is being exploited. Your loyalty was your greatest weakness. Today, it became your invincible strength through strategic deployment that makes betrayal impossible.